You are listening to the Hodges Huddle, where we discuss all things in the wide world of sports. Here's your KLSU sports team. Welcome into the Hodges Huddle, everyone. I'm your host once again, Jaden Smith, and today I am joined by none other than the rookie, Brock McMyne, and the superstar, I guess I should call him, Noah Saucier. Guys, how are we doing today?
I could. Great, man. Couldn't be better. Yeah, it's a great year or time of the year for sports. You know, obviously, still recovering from gymnastics this weekend, but baseball is red hot, man, and I'm excited. I'm loving it right now.
Yeah, I agree. Baseball's in full swing. It's ramping up. College baseball postseason's coming around, which is my favorite time of the year, even if LSU's not going to be in it.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm excited to get to talking about it.
No, you've been all over, man. You've been to Sacramento and what's the other city? San Francisco?
Yeah.
San Francisco, and now you just got back from Fort Worth.
Yeah.
Where you were covering the NCAA Gymnastics Championships, that's how we're going to kick things off today. We talked about it a little bit on the Sunday show about how LSU did ultimately fall short to Oklahoma. They were leading after the third rotation, but it was not enough. But the bigger talk about it is how they may or may not have been robbed. Noah, you were in the building. What's your take on it?
I think, well, there were a few moments. I will say this. The judges were very shoddy. Like, they were, like, trying to ice us. It happened Thursday, and it happened on Saturday, where the judges they gave a score, and they took like 5 minutes because they had to rescore. And, you know, everybody else was doing their routines normally, but LSU had to wait to finish their routines. And it was on beam both times. And that's one thing that I noticed. And Coach Jay Clark mentioned after the national championship, he says, you know, I'm not going to speak on it too much, but it's like when you're icing a kicker and it throws you out of a groove, you have some momentum. And it was, aside from that, I think the scoring was fair enough, but I can understand the frustration. We just, in my opinion, we just lost. That's just all it is. Like, you know, we had it. We were leading, and I mean, if you watched, you saw what happened on the beam routine, and that was just it. We couldn't keep that momentum going from bars, and you know, Lexi Zeiss, as great as she was on bars to start it off, she had a complete opposite big blunder, and that really it hurt us really bad. But you know, second place is nothing to be shy about. Second place is phenomenal, especially I think Jay Clark called it a 800-pound gorilla dynasty that they're trying to take down. I mean, when you've won 8 national championships in the last 12 years, it's I mean, that's greater than Patriots dynasty. And no shade. No, but I'm just saying, like objectively, and LSU within those 12 years has been runner-up 4 times to Oklahoma.
Wow.
So it's just like you're knocking at the door, and you got your foot in there, but I mean that big old gorilla is just too much force to handle.
Yeah. Did you get to meet Nick Fury at least?
No, I did not get to meet Nick Fury. I had sent somebody down to try and do that for me, but I mean that was really cool. I didn't know he was that big into gymnastics until
It's super random too.
Yeah, it did feel really random.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I think he was in town filming or working or something, and he just decided to show up. I actually, because we were sitting up above like the plaza level and above the seats, and I had seen somebody in a blue bucket hat, and everybody was crowding around, and I had people from the Revley next to me, and I was kind of thinking to myself, I didn't want to say anything out loud because I didn't want to say a name and then be wrong. But I was thinking to myself, like, you know, who is this? So I grabbed my phone, I went to my camera. I have the 25 times zoom, so I zoomed in all the way on who it was, and I got a picture, and I looked at it, it's like that looks like somebody I know really well.
Yeah.
So I tried to get a better picture. And I was like, that's when I knew it was Samuel L. Jackson. I turned over, I was like, y'all know that's Samuel L. Jackson down there, right? As soon as they heard that, we all got up and tried to go down there.
I wouldn't even told everybody. I would have went on my own. Because that's what happens. Like, as soon as you say that, now everybody has to go see it. Like, it's just one of those things. But, Brock, you didn't think they got robbed, did you?
I mean, no.
Or did you think? Oh, okay.
I didn't think they got robbed, but I think it is, like you said, it's no shade to be runner-up. I mean, they were in control. Like, they controlled their own destiny against the dynasty of gymnastics.
Yes.
They were right there. They needed a perfect 10 from Caitlin Chio, who's come through time and time again, and she unfortunately didn't. But it's nothing to be ashamed of. I think we talked about on the Sunday show. I mean, you got to be absolutely perfect when playing a team like that. It's like LSU versus Alabama in football those years. Like, you had to be perfect to win that game, and unfortunately they weren't. They were near perfect, but not perfect enough. But they'll be back next year. I have full confidence.
We were talking about this earlier. That's so much to put on Caitlin Chio to hey,
it's
go
really
out there,
unfair too.
Go out there and get a perfect 10 for us so we could win the national championship. Like, that's unreasonable. I will say, she, like, every time I watch her, it's just like I can't. It just still doesn't make sense to me how good she is at gymnastics. That 10 that she got, I actually, like, people were complaining that we were getting underscored. That 10 that she got, in my brain when it happened, I was like, that's like a 9.975. I didn't think it was going to be a 10. So to me, like, I don't know, the scoring didn't seem that bad aside from the beam routine.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Yeah, and you brought up the LSU Alabama point. I think Noah said out of the 12 years that Oklahoma has, or out of those 8 national championships, LSU's finished runner-up, like, what, 4 times?
4 times,
you said? It kind of reminds me of Alabama. Like, back when there was an SEC West and an SEC East, that's exactly how it used to feel. It's just LSU was always second place in the West, just not quite there. But anyway, let's move on. Let's talk about some baseball. See Noah in here repping hard. How are the Cardinals doing?
14 and 10. You know, we've won, I want to say 2 or 3 series in a row. We just dropped a game today to the Marlins, but the series is tied. We got one more tomorrow, I guess today when y'all see this, to take it home. So I'm actually elated we're above 500 right now.
Yeah.
Nobody thought we were going to be above 500 going into the season. So, especially fighting for the top of the division with Cubs and the Reds and Pirates, who are also really good this year. But there's a little NL Central rivalry going on here.
Yes.
We just swept the Astros, too. I forgot to mention that. We swept the Astros this weekend. Yeah. So
it is kind of crazy that some of the good teams that we thought were going to be coming in are playing terribly, and bad teams are playing really, really well.
Yeah.
Like the NL Central in general, the Pirates look like a playoff team. The Brewers are probably going to be a playoff team. It's just inevitable.
Yeah.
The Cardinals look good now, and same with the Cubs and the Reds, but it's all going to shake itself out. It happens every year. Maybe not at this clip, but the 2 things I wanted to get into was the Mets and the Phillies, specifically the Mets. It is an absolute dumpster fire for the Mets right now. They've lost 12 games in a row. I don't know if they play today. If they do, they might lose again. I don't know.
You saw that clip? They had the news team. They were out there burning sage before the Mets game, trying to cleanse the team.
Yeah.
I mean, they're down bad out there. I'm just going to talk about someone like the payroll that these guys have put out. So I'm going to talk about 4 players in general: Juan Soto, Bo Bichette, Marcus Semien, and Devin Williams. So I'll start with Juan Soto, who is making $51 million this year.
Yeah.
Or I'm sorry, $61 million this year, which is ridiculous. And he has played in 8 games. Now he's batting .355. When he's playing, they had been a better team, but he's been out for I think a month already. So since he's been out, they've been god awful. Bo Bichette, who was the coveted free agent this year from them, is making $42 million a year, and he's batting .219 with 1 home run on the season. And where's his RBI? Okay, RBIs are just not there.
No. Yeah.
Oh, 9 RBIs on the season for a $42 million third baseman who's not good at defense. That's been terrible. Marcus Semien, who they're paying, hold on.
He's getting paid a lot.
Yeah, $26 million, and he is batting .225 with 1 home run as well. So it's just been not very good, and their pitching's been mid as well.
Devin Williams has been awful.
That's one I want to talk about. Now,
Devin Williams has been awful.
I saw this earlier. Devin Williams in his first 8 games as a Met, Devin Williams is making $17 million this year. He's thrown 6 1/3. He's allowed 11 hits, 7 earned runs, 6 walks, a 9.95 ERA. a 367 batting average, no pun intended, and a 268 whip. And he's blown, I think, his last 2 saves.
Yeah.
Once against the Cubs, my Cubs, who were down 1-0 in the last inning, and he gave up a double to former Met Michael Conforto.
Yeah.
And then it unraveled. They lost. And then they were up 3-0. They were tied in the 9th inning in the most recent game against the Twins, and he gave up 2 runs to lose that game.
And they booed him off the field.
I bet they did.
They booed him off the field.
He has been a just terrible sign. And
They
he was
should've-
bad. He was bad for the Yankees.
I was gonna
too.
say they should have saw the signs when he was with the Yankees. He should have just stayed on the Brewers. Like the Brewers have like the best coaching staff, one of the best coaching staffs in the MLB. Let me not say the best, but I mean the pitching output that they have every single year, and then how great they are, and when these pitchers leave and go to other teams, how much they are just decline needs to be studied. Like the Brewers.
Yeah.
What do you think is happening internally to cause that?
For what the players
Just the decline.
I think it's just the coaching just isn't as good. Brewers, I feel like every year have a pitcher either out of the bullpen or as a starter who just comes out of nowhere and just takes over, and then they get rid of him. Last year it was Jacob Mizurowski. It was Devin Williams for a little bit. They had Corbin Burns, Brandon Woodruff,
Freddie
Peralta. They had Josh Hader forever.
Yeah.
And Josh Hader still is phenomenal, but I mean, he breaks the exception. Josh Hader, there's only so many Josh Haders.
Yeah.
And there's definitely some other ones I'm missing, but I wouldn't be surprised, honestly, if the Brewers got rid of Mizurowski and then he fell off at some point. That's a prediction that I'm going to have for the Brewers.
Mizurowski, who he's, like you said, he's the third highest strikeout guy right now in the league.
Oh, yeah.
And there was one other one, but it's not showing up. But he's not really a starter. I think he's more of a bullpen guy. Just come out high leverage and just throw 102, 103 so nobody can hit him.
Yeah. So that's I think it boils down to coaching, really. I mean, nobody's pitching staff can really get to that same level as the Brewers.
Yeah.
And, you look at how good the Dodgers pitching is. I think a lot of that is just based off of just how insanely talented they are. You don't really need to coach them that much. That's like 2019 LSU. Like,
Yeah.
Coach O didn't really need to coach them all that much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No disrespect to Coach.
No, we love Coach O. Coach O, yeah, love you, man.
Yeah.
But I could have.
It's just kind of hands off.
It's just
when
hands
you
off.
get something like
Exactly.
Would you say a better comp would be the Warriors, that dynasty? Like, just let him run out there.
With Steve Kerr? Yeah, probably so. But Steve Kerr was still, let's not mistake, he was a phenomenal coach for however long he's been there.
Yeah.
So let's not,
And there's one other team I wanted to get into.
Yeah.
You have anything real quick?
Oh, no, yeah, go ahead.
The Phillies, who I'm going to say this right now. I think the Phillies World Series window is officially closed.
Damn.
I think that they were close when they made it in 2022 against the Astros, and I think that was their chance to get it. And since then, it just has been downhill. All their stars are aging. Trey Turner's getting older. Bryce Harper's getting older. Kyle Schwarber's getting older. All these guys are getting older. Adolis Garcia, they went out and signed. He's not been very good. He did not have a good year last year, and he's continued that. He's batting .210 on the season with two home runs and 5 RBIs, which is terrible. He is making a lot of money. Yeah, he's making a lot of money as well. I don't know the exact number, but 10 million. So maybe that's not crazy. Not as much as the Mets.
Adolis was one of those, I feel like he was a one-season wonder. But that might be crazy to say because, I mean, he's been good more than one season. But, I mean, he had one season where everybody was like, oh, my God, this guy's the next one up. And I think it was that World Series run when he was a rookie, that also kind of put him on. But, I mean, he's only been an All-Star twice in, 6 years. And both of those were earlier in his career. So,
and a guy like Kyle Schwarber, who I just said he's getting older, he's actually getting older and he's making more money as he gets older. He makes $18 million this year and then $33 million next year. And he's still phenomenal. Don't get me wrong, he's got 8 home runs on the season. But, I don't think a guy like that can propel you to win a World Series they would like to do. Bryce Harper, he's been struggling. He has 5 home runs on the season, but he's only batting .274. The Phillies, I think their pitching has not been good either. All their starters, Wheeler's getting crushed. Jesus Luzardo, who's been pretty reliable for them, has been getting crushed. Christopher Sanchez is good, but he's been okay.
Yeah.
It's just I think this window is, if it's not closed yet, it's very, very close for the Phillies.
Yeah. I'm ruling the Phillies out too. I'm with you. Phillies are out, unfortunately, and that's unfortunate because All-Star game is going to be in Philadelphia this year, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so sucks for them, but I'm
I do
sure
like
a lot of people are happy the Phillies are not in there.
I do like their young guys though.
Yeah,
A guy
yeah.
like Justin Crawford, who was coming to LSU. He was actually committed, and they got drafted.
Oh man.
And he's already in the bigs. I think he's like 22 years old or something.
Could have used him.
Yeah. Same with another guy, Connor Griffin, who's tearing it up.
Yeah,
For the
oh my
Pirates.
gosh. Yeah, Connor Griffin is unreal. He was the most paid player
Yeah,
to not play an MLB game.
Yeah,
They gave him. I need to. I don't know how much they gave him, but I know they gave him so much money.
150, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I mean, they gave a guy who's never had an MLB at bat 140 million dollars for 9 years.
Ridiculous.
So
I know a lot of rookies have been getting paid.
they
without
gave
even playing.
Seattle gave this guy a lot of money
Emerson?
too.
Was it Emerson?
I think it was Emerson. They gave this guy a lot of money too.
Same with Kevin McGonigal for the Tigers. He got paid a lot.
He's been great.
He's been really good.
He's been really good. He's up there leading the league in WAR right now.
Yeah.
So also speaking of guy who's leading the league in WAR right now, can I talk about my guy Justin Walker? Dude.
Jordan Walker?
Oh, it's Jordan Walker. Okay. I said Justin. My bad. Jordan Walker, dude.
Yeah.
About time.
Yeah.
Jordan Walker he has 8 home runs right now. I think he's tied for leading the NL or something like that. Either way, he's at one point this year he was leading the league in home runs. Last year he had through however many games he played, the whole season he had 8 home runs.
Yeah.
Or 6 home runs or something like that. He has 8 home runs through like 20 games this year. So
That's the most improved player right there, man.
absolutely. Right now, I agree. Because he was completely like ruled out. He had 16 home runs his rookie season, and everybody was like, okay, yeah, he has room to improve. And then he hit like 8, and then he degressed again, hit 6, and they demoted him. They sent him back down to the minor leagues, and then he came back up. I don't know what they did, but whatever they did worked because he looks like he can't miss a baseball right now.
Yeah.
He's in the 98th percentile in exit velo.
Yeah.
At one point this season, he was 100 percentile in like bat speed. I think he had the fastest bat speed in the MLB at one point. If not, then it was O'Neal Cruz. But I mean, those two go hand in hand. So Jordan Walker is having, I hope he has one of the best seasons in a while for a Cardinal. Honestly, I mean, Paul Goldschmidt had an insane season when he won MVP a few years ago, but I hope Jordan Walker can do better than that. I mean, he's batting almost 300, 8 home runs, 16 RBI. So there's hope.
There's hope.
There's hope.
Let's check in on most of America's, as Brock said, World Series pick, and that is the Dodgers. But not just the Dodgers. We're going to talk about the Padres as well. They're currently tied in the NL West at 16-7. Noah says, well, I mean, they clearly are. Padres are the hottest team in baseball right now, won 9 of their last 10. So my question to you guys is, who is going to ride this division out?
Look, you can't bet against the Dodgers. You just not with that roster. You just can't do it. So I think long term we're gonna go with the Dodgers. I feel like that's the safe pick, just because Padres have proven they can kind of get a little shaky at points in the season, but Dodgers don't have a pitcher as good as Mason Miller.
That's what I was going to say.
They don't have a pitcher as good as Mason Miller to close out a game. And that's been the biggest difference maker for the Padres all year. So, also, I do think that I want to see the Padres play a few more tougher teams before I really am dead set on them.
Yeah.
Because I mean they've been playing the Giants and the Rockies and I guess the Red Sox. Red Sox they're good, but I mean they're not the best team in the world. The Dodgers also are kind of like a little similar right now. It's just the NL West is an interesting division because you have these two teams who are clearly better than everybody else.
Yeah.
And it's just like, you play the teams in your division the most than any other team.
Right.
So when you got to play the Rockies, however many times you play them a year, okay, we know you're going to finish probably with an all right record if you play Rockies and Giants who are not good, and then Diamondbacks who are also, they're middle of the pack.
Yeah.
When you got to play those teams, all year, you kind of expect them to play good. And that's obviously I know the Dodgers can beat good teams. Like the Guardians have been good this year with their rookies and their younger guys, and they beat them in a series. So safe pick is probably the Dodgers. That's who I'm going to go with.
Yeah. That is a safe pick. I do think it is too early to tell because we are like 23 games in. But I'll go with the Padres. I think the Padres, I think they can get it done this year. Everybody's playing well right now. Tatis is playing very well for them. But like you said, Mason Miller's been out of his mind. What was that stat that you had pulled up?
Mason Miller hasn't given up a run in 32 and 2/3 innings, and he hasn't given up a run in 31 appearances. And that dates back to August 5th of last year.
That's just,
So
he might win Cy Young as a closer.
He might be the first person since Mariano Rivera to win Cy Young as a closer. So, and that's crazy because we know how good Mariano Rivera is. Mason Miller he also has the coolest walkout in baseball right now.
No doubt.
Walking out the corn, that's dad rock guy. I respect you, Mason Miller. Solid
Dad's
pick.
garage, man.
Dad's garage, yeah. So.
But yeah, I'll go Padres.
Okay.
But I'll talk about a sneaky team, and it kills me to say that as a Cubs fan. It is the Pirates.
Yeah.
It also terrifies me to think, and I'm sure you too as a Cardinals fan, to think that they're going to have Paul Skeens, Connor Griffin, and O'Neill Cruz for the next 10 to 15 years.
Yeah.
Assuming they pay them all. I don't think they'll pay Paul Skeens, but in this reality, they are.
Yeah.
That is a terrifying big three. But I think just baseball in general has been good this year. I mean, there's been some mid teams, but everybody's playing like good. I feel like most teams had double-digit wins so far, except aside from a couple. But other than the Padres and Dodgers, everybody's been pretty even.
Let's not forget about Ozuna from the Braves, who's on the Pirates.
Yes, he is on the Pirates. Okay,
So-
I'm not really. Okay.
Let's not forget.
Brandon Lau's been unbelievable.
Dude, he has. Marcell Ozuna's been all right.
Yeah.
He's not.
And
He's old.
Batting once.
178, but for a guy who's, old.
See, I don't think he's an everyday player for him either.
You don't think he's ever been what?
I don't think he's an everyday player for him. Like,
No, not anymore. Yeah. Definitely not anymore. When you get to this point in your career and you're kind of, when you're on the Pirates, I feel like late in your career, if you end up on the Pirates, you're no longer an everyday guy.
It's like the Wizards.
It's it's kind of like the Wizards just a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, because he was with Miami,
Yeah.
he was with the Cardinals for a few years, then he went to Atlanta, and he was a beast in Atlanta.
The only thing I think of Ozuna on the Cardinals is when he tries to rob the home run and he falls flat on his face. Have you seen that clip?
I have not. He tries to rob it and
one of the
fell on
funny.
his face.
He jumps on the wall. He's holding onto the wall and then realizes it's short and falls flat on his face.
He completely misread it. The
Yeah.
ball wasn't even close to the wall, and he literally had his arm over the wall in the going into the dugout,
Yeah.
trying to grab it. So,
It was bad.
yeah, Jesse, pull that up. Jamie, pull that up. Joe Rogan.
That's a new move, man.
Yeah.
I gotta use a Chris move term for that. But yeah. But no, I think baseball is in a great place. Oh, by the way, I'm gonna have to go with the Dodgers. Just because of what Noah says, it's just hard to bet against them, especially with this particular subject. And they are hot right now, the Padres, but I think with them it then becomes a question of how much longer do you expect them to keep up this pace and this style of play. But if Mason Miller is playing like that, then I mean, only God knows, what type of limits this team is gonna have.
Padres give off Bills vibes a little bit. They're always in it. They've been in it.
Okay,
Yeah.
so they
They've
won't
been-
be winning the.
But they don't. Then they get a little playoff push. Some years they'll go farther than previous years, but
Yeah.
they can never get over the hump, which is the Dodgers. So we'll see.
Well, the Cubs.
Last year was the Cubs, wasn't it? Yeah. They can never get over a hump.
Yeah,
So we'll see what happens with the Padres. I'm rooting for them. I like the Padres. They're fun to root
I
for.
like the I think the parity is good. I'll
Yeah.
say that.
Yeah.
The parity is good.
Absolutely.
That's why I think there's gonna be a lockout next year.
You think so?
Oh,
I
I've
do
been meaning
think
to ask y'all. Yeah, what's y'all's opinion on that? I've been saying that that's a big topic around.
I mean,
I haven't read too much into it actually.
it sounds like there's going to be, even I think Bryce Harper even came out and pretty much said there's gonna, he
Yeah.
said it without saying it. There's gonna be, it's just teams don't like winning, or teams don't like one team winning all the time, and they want to change for it. And I think the MLB wants to do a salary floor and a
Yeah.
salary cap.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
think they should do a salary floor, not a salary cap. I think that would
Mhm.
help, because a lot of people said the Dodgers are the problem, but it's the teams at the bottom that are the problem. It's like the A's, the Brewers, the Pirates
Really,
forever.
the Twins.
They refuse to pay their guys.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I think that's what's ruining baseball. The Dodgers are just taking advantage of it. and spending more. And people are calling them the bad guy when it's really the other team.
Yeah. Have you seen videos from the Twins games this season?
Oh,
No, I have not.
It's depressing.
Baseball doesn't even get coverage.
Exactly.
You think the bad team's gonna get coverage? No, there's no way I would have seen
It's
that.
depressing. They have maybe like their stadium. They have such a awesome
it's a beautiful
stadium.
stadium.
It's a
Yeah.
beautiful stadium
Yeah.
in Minneapolis, downtown Minneapolis, and they maybe sell out a few thousand like seats, and it's meant to fit like 40-something thousand people.
That's disheartening.
So like you said, it's the bad teams, but you also got to blame it on the owners a little bit.
Yeah.
Like
Oh, for sure.
not
yeah.
just a little bit, a whole lot actually. Twins have the worst owners in the MLB. They don't, like you said, they don't pay the guys. They don't do anything to make the team like give more outreach. They don't do anything for the fans. The fans have no incentive to show up because the owners don't give them anything.
Right.
Yeah.
They don't give them anything to root for. And you have great players on your team like Byron Buxton, and who's the younger guy who Royce O'Neal.
Royce Lewis.
Royce Lewis, that's who it is. Royce Lewis. I don't know how he's doing this season because I have no reason to watch the Twins.
Fair.
Right, yeah.
But I mean, if you're the owners, you got to give these fans a reason to show up.
Yeah.
And you're not doing that. And when was the last time you heard about, oh yeah, here's a deal at the stadium for the Twins? Never. A lot like the reason like these teams, a lot of these fans show up to these teams like for the Phillies because they do these cool deals, and like even when the Phillies aren't good, they sell out their stadium because the owners care about the fans.
Yeah.
And this was another thing with the Athletics a few years ago, like because they were in Oakland forever. Their whole history, not their whole history, but majority of their history, they were in
team's
Oakland.
history,
Yeah, they were in Oakland. And then now they're in Sacramento because they're building a stadium in Las Vegas, and they lost all fan support. I don't know if you saw their last year in Oakland.
I did see that. It was depressing.
Yeah.
It was I remember seeing like the city council meetings and stuff like that about why they didn't want the team to leave. And I understand expansion and moving to bigger cities and stuff, but I think
They lost everybody.
yeah, and I think that's one of the perils to doing stuff like that. I think a lot of times you end up losing fans in the process. That could be seen as sort of a slap in the face. All these people that grew up in Oakland, born and bred in Oakland, grew up Oakland A's fans, and like Las Vegas A's fans, they don't even
doesn't
sound the
right.
same. It just don't hit the same.
I do think. Sorry, real
you're
quick.
good.
I think that moving to Las Vegas will be good for them financially, but I think it'll turn into like a Dodgers thing where it's like there's not true fans. It's like celebrities that go to the
Yes.
game,
Yeah.
and it's people that don't really care about it. They just want to go catch a ball game in Vegas,
It's always about money, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
which is starting to ruin sports.
Wow, that was bad. Ignore that stutter. The A's had their highest attendance at a game in forever their last season, and the only reason they had that attendance is because everybody showed up with signs that
spite
said
of-
"Sell the team."
Yeah.
So that tells you all you need to know. I mean, they lost the Raiders, the
The
Warriors, and like
Even the
what-
Warriors, like, oh yeah, because the Warriors they used to play in Oracle.
Yeah, they were in Oracle in Oakland, and then now they're across the bay at the Chase Center.
Yeah.
So I feel bad for Oakland. I feel bad.
Same.
I mean,
Yeah.
because I don't know what the moneymaker is in Oakland, but I mean, I could imagine they were making like the city of Oakland was thriving off
exactly.
of sports, and then now, like they don't have anything.
I hate that, man. And I think about it. We actually be talking about that in my sports class now, like, because then you start to look at cities like New Orleans that could be affected with things like that. I've been hearing chirp about people selling the Pelicans and the Saints like for the
I
longest.
feel like we hear that a lot though.
Yeah.
But they're never going to sell the Saints. I don't think.
I think the Pelicans will be the first one. Well,
Yeah,
Knock
let's-
on wood, or whatever that is. Yeah.
Maybe the Pelicans.
I
but
think the Pelicans will be the first one to go.
Yeah.
If
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
we need a
baseball team.
baseball team.
We need, with a state like Louisiana, it makes no sense for us not to have a baseball team.
Yeah.
Like,
Exactly.
it genuinely makes no sense. It's such a southern state. I feel like inherently baseball is such a southern sport. Like, I mean, I know why we don't have a baseball team. We don't have nowhere to put it. But,
Yeah.
like, come on, man. Like,
Texas is right there, and Texas has the Rangers, and they have the Astros.
yeah.
And then Florida has the Rays, they have the Marlins, and that's it, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean, you got states with multiple teams.
Exactly.
We can't have
Even
one.
Georgia has the Braves.
Yeah, Georgia has the Braves.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, because Atlanta has like every major sport, hockey, everything. They have a hockey team. I don't know. I don't watch hockey. But you know, like you said, there's no reason we shouldn't have a baseball team. And I think that would be such a great opportunity for branding. You know how
for sure.
you know how.
Bro, I would buy so many Louisiana baseball team hats.
Exactly.
So many. Like, that's the one reason, like, well, no, I don't. I buy, like, baseball hats a lot, but, like, I always feel slightly guilty about it because I'm like, no, I'm not a fan of this team. I just like the hat.
Yeah. We had the minor league team, the Baby Cakes, here for a little bit, and that was a cool branding. I mean, and eventually they went away. I forget where they went, but this would be such a good opportunity for New Orleans to capitalize on.
For sure.
And it doesn't even have to be in New Orleans. They could probably put something in Baton Rouge and have people show up. You know what I mean? It could be like a Kansas City type of deal.
Yeah.
Like, not Kansas City. I mean, it's the highest populated city in Missouri. No, St. Louis. St. Louis is more populated, but it's one of those cities where it's like, okay, you got however many people that live here. It's a pretty great population.
Yeah.
We have a pretty good population in Baton Rouge. A lot of dedicated baseball fans. I just think there's no reason between Baton Rouge and New Orleans to not have a baseball team.
Yeah.
A professional.
I think if you're a Louisiana native, I think your favorite team shouldn't have to be the Astros or the Braves or the Cubs. I think it's just such a weird feeling, man. But we brought up the Pelicans, and we're going to use that as a segue. It's not about the Pelicans, but it is about the NBA playoffs. Started on Saturday, and I'm already intrigued. In the Western Conference, we'll just go down the list. The Lakers hold a 2-0 lead over the Rockets, which is a pleasant surprise for me.
Yeah.
Nuggets and Timberwolves are tied at 1 game apiece in the West. OKC took a 1-0 lead over the who did they play? The Suns. Surprise. And then what was the last one?
Spurs and Trailblazers.
Spurs and Trailblazers tied at 1 game apiece. And then you got in the Eastern Conference, the Knicks and Hawks are tied at 1 game apiece. The Cavs have a 2-0 lead over the Raptors. What are the other series? I can't think.
Celtics and
Celtics and Sixers are tied at 1 game apiece. I don't know why Randall is looking like that. But anyway, and then the Magic upset the Pistons in Game 1 to take a 1-0 lead. But I want to talk about two upsets that occurred yesterday. The Sixers and the Trailblazers were able to steal a game on the road. But the real question here is, what team actually has a better chance of winning this series? Their series, the Blazers or the 76ers?
We're going to go with the Trailblazers here.
Okay.
Because we have no time frame on Wemby. Wemby.
Well,
Wemby is.
Well, we don't have one, but I saw it said he has to be in protocol at least 48 hours.
So,
but that don't mean he's gonna be ready.
That don't mean he's gonna be ready. Yeah. Exactly. So all of that depends on Wemby. Now, I still don't think the Trailblazers win this series, even if the Spurs don't have Wemby, just because Spurs are so loaded. But just based off of that fact, Trailblazers are probably more likely. And you know, I'm gonna show love to the Celtics. Celtics are stacked, and the 76ers, no Joel Embiid, obviously. It's just that's a lot for the 76ers to just overcome like that.
Speaking of that, you know what I was thinking about last night? Even though they lost, I was like, yo, like the Celtics, like just looking at their roster on paper at least, I'm like, and especially when they get hot, like when they're shooting the ball well, I was like, they still are a really good team. And it hit me. I was like, they easily could stumble their way into the finals again. Yeah. Like just like that.
Mm-hmm. I forget who I picked to come out of the East. We talked about it. I just forgot.
Did you say the Knicks?
No, I don't think I said the Knicks because even if I said that, I didn't believe it.
No. How about the Knicks turning on CJ?
No, it's not Trae Young anymore. It's CJ McCollum.
That's so corny, man.
Did you see what CJ said?
Yeah, you know,
I saw what he said.
I'm just a nice guy with kids. Like, you know what I mean? Why y'all turning on me?
Yeah.
You know, if I had to pick a team to come out the East that isn't the Celtics, it'd probably be the Cavs. Cavs are dialed in right now. James Harden and Donovan Mitchell.
You trust James Harden to
right now? I don't think I've trusted James Harden more in the playoffs. based with this team.
Okay.
I trust them. I trust the Cavs.
I just don't think the Raptors.
You know, if
I feel for you, Noah.
the Raptors,
I just don't think that
the Raptors could have picked up a game in one of those two games.
They could have. The Raptors always, what I've seen through these two games, they always have a little spurt during like the third quarter where it seems like they just roll over and just say, I guess we can't get it done.
So I think I trust the Cavs right now. The Cavs could make their first final since LeBron. I saw a picture, speaking of the Cavs, it was LeBron at the free throw line in Cleveland, and, he was in the Lakers uniform.
Yeah.
And it had a picture of all the banners in Cleveland history, and all of them were from LeBron.
His tenure?
Yeah,
That's wild.
I thought that was pretty tough.
Jeez.
So you said the Blazers have a better chance of winning the series.
Yeah.
Sorry, Randall. I was going to go with the Sixers. Tyrese Maxey, I think, could take over a game. We obviously saw it yesterday.
Yeah.
He had 30, either 30 or 29. Him and Edgecombe had 30
apiece. Yeah.
And they won pretty handedly, right? I think they won by double digits.
Yeah.
Mhm.
In Boston, too. I feel like these two always play each other in the playoffs.
They do.
Like, every single year.
But, sorry, to that point, with Tyrese going off, Scoot Henderson also had 31
He
the other
did.
night.
That is
And
true.
Denny,
I was very happy to see that,
Yeah.
man. Because I honestly thought he was entering bust territory.
he was. But Denny as well. I mean, he's a perennial.
I do think if Wemby's out for an extended period of time, I would say Blazers.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Wemby's going to come back maybe game
That
4.
fall was crazy.
It was. It did not look good.
Yeah.
Game 4, if the Spurs can get another game before Wemby comes back, I think they'll win. But if the Blazers can win I would assume he's missing 2 games. If they can go up 3-1, it's over, obviously. But, yeah, I think the Sixers have a better chance.
I'm going to agree. I'm going to go Sixers for the fact that they have played the Celtics so many times. The matchup in the playoffs, like it literally, even the color scheme of the two teams, like it makes me nauseous. I am so sick of seeing the Boston Celtics play the Philadelphia 76ers in the playoffs because it always ends the same exact way. Like I am so sick of seeing it. It's not even entertaining anymore. Like one of the marquee players, Embiid, is not even there to play in the series. Like I'm so sick of seeing it. But with that being said, I think the Sixers would have a better chance of upsetting the Celtics as opposed to the Blazers upsetting the Spurs, just because of familiarity and Tyrese Maxey can get hot. Who knows if Paul George decides to turn back the clock any given night? I wouldn't bet on it, but there you have it. Let's talk about, speaking of turning back the clock, LeBron is 41 years old. We got to talk about it. 41 years old, still doing it. Dropped 19 and 13 the first game. Came back with 28 last night. And I didn't pick the Lakers to win this series. I picked the Rockets to win it, actually. But Lakers are currently up 2-0, getting ready to head back to Houston for Game 3. Noah, how you feel about it, man?
I feel like my prediction is coming along pretty well right now.
Yeah.
I saw a stat. LeBron, when he goes up 2-0 lead in a series, he's 24-0 all time.
I saw that.
So he's not losing the series. You can book it. Lakers are moving on to the second round. I don't need to knock on wood for that. I'm that confident.
Okay.
Stats like that always make me nervous, though. So when I see him get posted, I always get nervous.
Look,
You never bring them up.
the whole question game 1 was, oh, well, KD being in, what was the difference? What would have been the difference? Well, we saw what the difference was. Luke Kennard.
Dude.
That's the difference. He's been on a tear, man.
He has.
But
speaking of KD, man.
Yeah.
Remember like the Twitter group
KD
chat thing?
files?
Yeah. He like it might have been like I guess messed up in theory to talk behind your teammates' backs like that, but
He wasn't lying.
watching them last night, he didn't tell one lie, man. Like this team is just. Have y'all seen the stats with him like on the court versus him off?
43 points with him on. Yeah,
It's atrocious, man.
Yeah. So I'm sticking with the Lakers. I think the Lakers get through the series if they can get Luka back, if they can get Austin Reeves back. I think they're in great shape. And it still probably might end up being Lakers versus who would they play?
They'd play OKC.
OKC? Probably Lakers
Would they be-
OKC. Which that would be the only series I'm scared about in terms of my prediction of the Lakers making the finals.
Okay, yeah.
Because obviously, I mean,
We need a miracle.
we need a miracle.
Yeah.
And if they run into the Spurs as well, the Spurs scare me a little bit with Wemby. I'm sticking with my guns, though.
Okay.
Sticking with my guns. Lakers, Cavs.
Ooh.
There you go.
That would okay.
that would be. Oh my god! I mean, LeBron would have to retire if he plays.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like,
retire.
you gotta retire.
Yeah.
Ted. But yeah, I mean, I literally had some in my brain. I completely forgot. If you told me that the Lakers would be up 2-0, like on paper, I'd call you crazy. Like the Rockets
Same.
are
Yeah.
objectively a better team on paper, and they're just not playing well. Did you see that one clip of one Rockets player fell down? It was like a
Yes.
fast break, and then Sengun like fell
Tripped
down,
over him.
and
Yes.
it just epitomized the series.
Yes.
It's bad. Now they are a 9.5-point favorite in Game 3, which is kind of surprising. After
Who the Lakers are?
no, the Rockets.
Oh, the Rockets are.
Rockets are at home, which is shocking to me.
Okay.
Okay.
But I think
9.5 though.
Yeah.
That's
That's
a lot. Yeah.
that's a lot of points for a team that's been dominated for 2 games.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Luke Kennard has been obviously the game changer.
Yep.
If they go on a run, I think it will be because of him. He's filled in that role perfectly for Luka and Reeves being gone. When are they projected to come back?
So I saw Luka will not be back in the first round, no matter what.
yeah.
But I did see that Austin Reeves potentially, if it goes to 6 or 7 games, no pun intended, could possibly come back. But Luka, I think we just got to sit and wait.
Yeah.
I would love to see a fully loaded Lakers against the Thunder.
Man,
Oh, yeah.
it'd be ugly.
Yeah, Luke Kennard, what, he had 28 game 1? Something
27,
like that?
and then I think he had like
23 last night.
Mhm.
I don't think he's missed like 3-point shots the whole series. He's been unreal. He's been, like you said, stepped up in that role perfectly. If he's going to be the MVP of this series. I know they don't hand out like awards for that, but
Yeah.
I mean, if they were to, he would definitely be MVP of this series for
Even
sure.
Marcus Smart played well.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude,
man.
Marcus
He had
Smart,
28,
yeah, man.
25 last night.
25, he had 5 threes. The first quarter, he came out like
Yeah.
blazing in the
Yeah,
first
when a
quarter.
guy like that is hitting threes, you know you're having a good night. When a defensive guy is hitting threes like that.
You want to know who was plus 12 when he was on the floor?
DeAndre Ayton.
Jackson Hayes.
Good for Jackson Hayes, man. You know when he's at his best, when he's in the spot he's supposed to be in.
Yeah,
Because that's
exactly.
pretty much all his play style is. Just be in the right spot, man.
DeAndre Ayton had a bad game, like a really bad.
DeAndre Ayton always has a bad game.
Well, he had a good game 1.
He did. I'll give him that.
He-
but
but-
I'm a hater. Like DeAndre Ayton, like he's what 7'1". Like the amount of times I see him, like instead of trying to grab the rebound, he'll just pat it out, so hoping somebody else get it. Like
Yeah.
grab the ball, man. Like have you ever seen that clip of Taurean Prince explaining what a rebound is? So you grab the
You
ball,
grab the ball and
you come down with it, and that's called a rebound.
Yeah.
I don't think DeAndre Ayton has figured that out yet.
Yeah, I mean,
He fit right in on the Pelicans. I'll tell you that. My God.
was
That sucks
he
to hear,
was a what, third overall picks, first overall pick?
He was the one.
He was the
number one
one?
pick.
See
You
that
should have known it was something because Arizona that year got upset in the first round.
Yeah, that's true.
Like you should have known something was up. But what other OKC? They have game 2 tonight against
walk the
Phoenix, and they're gonna handle that. I am interested to see how do y'all think this Pistons Magic series is gonna turn out because we had questions about whether Cade was gonna be 100%. And I think this was the one series that, if any, people thought could end up in an upset. And Detroit already did their job, which was to steal a game on the road. So how do we think this series is going to play out from here, given what we've seen in game 1?
I think you meant Magic took a game on the road.
Magic,
yeah.
that's what I meant. Sorry.
Well, Pistons are up 18-11 right now. So I think it was like, in March Madness, Duke had that game against Siena that they barely scraped through, and it was kind of like a reality check. I think that's kind of similar story to what's going to happen here. You know, you lost to the 8th seed.
Yeah.
There's no bigger reality check than that. And there's no bigger sign that, hey, like, you know, let's maybe lock in and treat this like it's a playoff series. So
Yeah.
Pistons are too good to, I think let this happen. I think it's going to be, though, a similar story to Thunder a couple of years ago. They're just young, not much playoff experience. I don't expect them to get past, the conference finals at least. So I do think, and everybody said this a million times, this is bright future in Detroit, but I don't think the Magic are going to upset. They may grab another game.
Okay.
I think it will probably go to 6. But I still think the Pistons come out with it.
I'm hearing the Magic, I heard their secret plan played off. Like they lost some game towards the end of the regular season on purpose so they could avoid the Celtics and end up playing the
They had to
Pistons.
play the play-in anyway.
They did. I don't know how.
That
It worked.
doesn't-
But I don't know. They're saying it's working out, man. But
Sure.
yeah, what you think?
Yeah, I don't see like a 2023 Heat type of run from the Magic. But we did mention on the Sunday show that we thought the Magic would get 2 games in the series.
Mm-hmm.
But I think this is one of them. I think the Pistons win this one. I think the Magic might get 1 at home. But I do think the Pistons will prevail. That was actually a good point about Duke and Siena. But yeah, this is a Thunder esque type thing. Like first year they're in the playoff, experience going to catch up to them. But I think
Oh wow,
next year or in the future they could be right
Yeah.
up there.
This is like this series. Well, I know the Cavs weren't the 1 seed in 2015, but this feels like that Cavaliers and Bulls series from that year, just a little bit. I know they, like I said, I don't think the Cavs were the 1 seed in the East that year, but
I get what you're saying. Yeah,
that's what it feels like.
I'm not gonna lie, I was 8 years old for that series. I do not remember that.
Dude, Derrick Rose, one of the greatest.
that was that
playoff-
game, that Derrick Rose
And then
game winner.
the very next game, LeBron hit another game winner.
Yeah, that was cinema. Man.
That was man. That was peak. You just had to be there.
Dang, he was 8. That's weird to
Yeah.
think about, man. But let's talk about the last interesting series of the playoffs so far. I think this is easily the best first round series. You got the Nuggets and the Timberwolves, and it's already getting dicey. Did y'all see the clip of Jaden McDaniels in the interview in the locker room talking about like just go at everybody pretty much? Like he called them out by
Yeah.
name.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
I did not. He called his own team out, or
No,
he called
he called the
Nuggets
Nuggets
out,
out. He
yeah.
was like, go at Jokic, go at Aaron Gordon, go at
Ooh.
yeah, he literally was like, yeah, they can't guard us. So who do y'all think is coming out on top this series?
Sticking with the Nuggets,
Okay.
I trust Jokic and I trust Jamal. They've been here.
Jokic
before.
has been surprisingly, he's been kind of
well,
this series for his standards, I think.
but Jamal Murray as well. Like they've been here before. Timberwolves
Yeah.
have they've been to the playoffs, but they haven't been here to the point the Nuggets have. Nuggets are here every year. Timberwolves are still kind of not with Ant. They're still newer.
Well, I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
They went toe to toe with the Thunder last year.
That's true.
yeah, they made back-to-back conference finals. I had to think about that.
Did they?
They did.
They did.
They
Okay.
played. They lost to the Thunder, and then they lost to the Mavericks.
That's
the
true.
year-
Yeah.
the year
Yeah.
prior.
You're right. I remember that.
God, I
But
forgot
still-
the Celtics played the Mavericks in the finals.
Yeah, it was forgettable.
That was
I still think like I don't know. My heart says Nuggets just because overall,
They actually did it.
yeah, they actually did it.
Yeah.
But I will say I want to see Ant. I want to see Ant win something. I want to see Ant in the finals.
yeah.
Like
I'd love to see that, man.
Ant is one of the most entertaining players in a while for me at least. Just not just how he plays, but also just his personality.
Yes.
Like he's just fun. He's just so fun.
Yeah. I'm rocking with the Timberwolves. I'm not gonna lie. I like watching Timberwolves games. I would pray to see Ant and Shea go up against each other because those two do not like each other.
I love that, man.
Yeah,
I love it.
I like a good rivalry, not like UFC. I know that we're talking about NBA. I hate watching 2 guys just beat each other up and then just like hug it out after.
Yeah.
That's why I'm looking forward to the Strickland Kamzat fight because they genuinely hate each other.
We got dude. That's
That's gonna be
oh my god.
like they're not even. You know how they do like the stare down before?
Oh, and the
They're not
press
even doing
conference and stuff. Yeah,
They're not even
it.
doing that. That's how much these two hate each other. So that's why I want to see Timberwolves Thunder.
Yeah.
Dude.
So I'm gonna rock with the Timberwolves.
Next week's gonna be the last pod of the semester.
Is it?
Is it? If that is, we're talking about Hamzat and Sean Strickland next
Yeah, it
week
might be- it might
because
be.
that's I'm
When is that?
so looking. It's May 9th. So it's
That's
the
when I move
weekend
out.
after finals finishes.
Yeah.
But that whole card I'm looking forward to. So, but yeah. Anyways,
I'm gonna go with the Nuggets too, just because I feel like Game 2 really only just got away from the Nuggets, and not to discredit the work that the Timberwolves did to get back into the game, but when I look at like I really kind of tuned out of the game after the first quarter because I thought the Nuggets were just gonna run away with it.
they were up like 15.
Yeah, I thought they were gonna run away with it. They were hot. Jamal Murray hit that like half court shot or whatever it was, and I thought it was pretty much just a wrap because I've seen this movie 1,000 times from the Nuggets. But I think this one, I don't even think it's crazy to say, I think this one will go 7 games.
Yeah.
For sure. Like it just, I love to see the talk in the locker room. Like these two teams don't like each other. I love to see just that type of energy. And like I said before, I think this is easily going to be the best first round series. I almost wish it was the second or third round just so the stakes would be higher. But
Yeah.
this is where we are, unfortunately. But before we wrap up, tomorrow. A lot of young men's dreams will come true as they will be drafted to whatever NFL team selects them. The NFL draft is tomorrow, guys. We're all Saints fans here. Who do we want to take?
I want Mansour Delane. Y'all were talking about it earlier. The Saints aren't probably going to draft the LSU guy, but I have my fingers crossed for Mansour Delane. It would be a great replacement for Alontae Taylor. And a lot of the mock drafts have the Saints taking Caleb Downs, which I think would be a good pick just based off of how much Caleb Downs did. I mean, he has an insane resume in college.
Yes.
And he's probably the best defensive back, like,
On the board? Yeah.
But he's a safety. Alontae Taylor was a corner. And you could try to work to move, I guess, Caleb Downs, try to get him to work some corner. But, like, you want a replacement. Like, you don't want to draft a guy and then, oh, yeah, let's work you into this position.
You want to be more seamless.
Yeah, to replace our best corner. Like, you want to get a guy who can replace the best corner, like, now in the draft. This isn't a position like a defensive lineman where, okay, you have all of these positions here. We could move you interior, or we could move you guard, or in the middle, or like a linebacker. Okay, do you want to play outside linebacker? Do you want to play middle linebacker?
Right.
Do you want to play Mike? Do you want to play Will? Like, all this stuff. It's different with corner and safety, because safety and corner, they're two different archetypes. Safeties are bigger, and they're not as fast. That's why they're not running toe-to-toe with wide receiver one all the time. Like, because they're slow. Not slow.
That's why they have so much cushion.
Exactly. Yeah, they play. Yeah, exactly. So I want the guy who's going to be able to not have to make a switch whether Saints want to do that or not. I want Mansour Delane, but I would not be mad at Caleb Downs. I will say I would not be mad at Caleb Downs.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think you can't go wrong with either one of these guys. Personally, I'll go with Caleb Downs. I think that a guy like Jonas Sanker could thrive in the nickel role for Alontae Taylor. That would be great to get Mansour Delane. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'd be thrilled with that.
Oh, yeah.
I really don't think it's really hard to mess up the 8th pick this year, like, with the amount of talent that these guys have. Unless we draft a lineman from Northern Iowa again, and Trevor Penning.
There's
none on the board. I already checked. But yeah, I do think Caleb Downs. I want Caleb Downs personally, but I would not be mad at all with Mansour Delane.
What if we picked a receiver?
I don't. They actually said there
Oh
was a
yeah, how do you
report-
feel about Jordan Tyson?
So there was actually a report that says the Saints aren't going to draft a receiver until day 2. I think
They're not
Mickey-
going to draft
Mickey-
one until day 2.
I think Mickey Loomis said that.
Okay.
I saw that earlier in my class.
Okay. Yeah.
I would be fine. Like, I want either Mansour Delane or Caleb Downs, and then Chris Bell.
Okay. No Ruben Bain.
I wouldn't mind Ruben Bain
Yeah.
either. Just something, if we want to replace DeMario Davis, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
If we want to replace Alontae Taylor, that would be awesome. If you want to get somebody, defensive edge, middle linebacker, middle lineman, sorry. Like, anything on the defense feels like it's the right pick right now.
Yeah. I'm going to go Mansour Delane, too. I'd also be happy with Caleb, but I'm choosing Delane just because, like, when I look at Mansour, like I haven't seen a flaw yet. I haven't seen a flaw in his archetype. There's no, he's too short type of thing. He ran a great 40 time. I've seen him cover in real life with my own eyes. Great recovering speed, great use of his hands. Yeah. I mean, he's a corner, like, through and through. Like, he's built so much like a typical proto corner that you would want in the NFL. His style of play is going to translate well. He didn't just rely on one specific trait in college football. Like, a lot of it was genuinely technique, and that's what's going to, help you thrive at that next level.
Yeah, it's just one of those things like LSU women against South Carolina. I can't pick the Saints to pick an LSU guy until I see it with my own eyes.
Yeah,
they literally don't draft LSU.
I know somewhere in the Saints building they got somewhere written on the wall like don't draft LSU guys. Like, it's on the wall.
Like, I think they should
They need to just do it.
Yeah.
They need to just do it.
I think I want them to go get Harold Perkins in, like, the 3rd or 4th round.
That would be good. Yeah.
But it won't happen. They just don't draft LSU guys. It's infuriating.
Maybe they draft 2 and they break the curse or something. They fool everybody.
That would be
Maybe they draft Nussmeier. They wouldn't do that. They're not going to do that.
Yo, I would be doing backflips if they draft Nussmeier. Let me tell
Oh,
you.
really?
Oh,
Yeah.
I love Nussmeier. I've defended Nussmeier since the day
I
he
just,
has been
I
on campus.
just feel like that would be a waste of a pick.
Oh, it would absolutely, it would 100% be a waste of pick.
Yeah,
I'm just
like-
saying, I'd be ecstatic
Yeah.
at it.
Okay.
For his own personal agenda.
Yeah.
Because he'd be with his, his dad
Yeah.
and stuff. So
It'd be a very stupid pick. Let's just say that.
But speaking of personal agendas, I'm curious, did y'all make a mock draft?
I did.
I have the prospects pulled up and I
Okay.
have the order pulled up.
Let me hear your mock draft, Brock. What's your top 10?
Yeah.
Top 10. So I have the Raiders take Mendoza, obviously. And then I have Arvell Reese, 2 to the Jets. Francis Noah, the O-lineman from Miami, to the Cardinals. Jeremiah Love to the Titans at 4. Sonny Styles to the Giants at 5. Carnell Tate to the Browns. David Bailey to the Commanders. Obviously, Caleb Downs to the Saints. And then blanking on who I had the Chiefs take. Oh, Reuben Bain to the Chiefs. And then Mansour Delane to the Giants at 10.
Okay.
Okay, that's solid. Yeah, Fernando Mendoza, number 1, obviously.
Bro, I looked on FanDuel just out of curiosity. Like to see like what the line was. Yo, he's like minus $1 million.
Yeah.
That's,
That makes sense.
like I can't do the math, but I wonder how much money you have to place on that
To, like, make-
actually win something. Yeah.
Number 2, who'd you say for number 2?
Arvell.
Arvell Reese.
I'm going David Bailey. I think David Bailey is the better prospect. I think David Bailey has maybe not a higher ceiling, but I mean, he's already,
Surefire pick.
oh my God, he's unreal. He had a 14.5 sacks
Yeah.
with Texas Tech on a Texas Tech defense that was the best in the nation overall. And he was easily their best player. So that to me just says, like, they got rid of Quentin Williams this year or the year before?
This year.
This year. You want to replace Quentin Williams? Draft the best edge rusher coming out of college.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Number 3, Cardinals, Jeremiah Love.
Oh, you
mean-
think he's going 3?
I think he'll go 3. I don't think he's going to be on the board because if he's still on the board, the Titans take him. But I don't know. The Cardinals, they're going to trust Jacoby Brissett. I think,
Yeah, well,
that's just what they're going to do. They're going to trust Jacoby Brissett. They're probably going to go out and make a move for somebody.
Yeah.
my vision for the Cardinals was the Saints' vision, actually, is build up the O-line and then draft your quarterback.
See, but it's
I don't
the
think that's
Cardinals.
what they're going to do. Yes, that's
It's
true.
the Cardinals.
That is true.
So, my other thing was they would draft the guy from Miami, the offensive lineman from Miami,
Maya Noah.
But I think, and this is a case where you got to go with the best possible pick on the board, and that would be Jeremiah Love in this case. Sonny Styles is going to go to the Titans. Arvell Reese is going to go to the Giants. For the Browns, probably the lineman from Utah. What's his
Fano.
Fana?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, I think they're on the perfect time and wave now in Cleveland, so they want to obviously protect him because
Yeah.
I mean, everybody knows he didn't have a line in college. He made sure people knew he didn't have a line in college, but that's a whole different thing. Commanders, probably a good idea to take a receiver. So
Absolutely.
yeah,
Gosh.
Carnell Tate would probably be a good pick. I've been high on Carnell Tate, forever. Carnell Tate was, all eyes are on Jeremiah Smith, but
It's only because he's playing with Jeremiah Smith. too.
Exactly.
Like, yeah.
so Carnell Tate was, he could have been any other college's number 1 option. And
Sure.
he
And
was-
some
he
days he was their number 1
Exactly.
option. Yeah.
and he was just on the same team as Jeremiah Smith.
Yeah.
So Carnell Tate goes to Commanders, and the Saints take Mansour Delane. Who is it that has the 8th pick? Is it the Chiefs?
Chiefs are 9, and then Giants are 10.
Oh yeah, Chiefs at 9.
Still have Reuben Bain on the board.
I don't think they're going to take an edge rusher.
Yeah.
I think they get more protection for Mahomes.
Yeah.
I think they draft a lineman. So in that case, who would be the next lineman on the board?
Caleb Lomu
Caleb.
from Utah, I'm not mistaken. No.
No, because the Fano's from
Yeah, but they have 2 linemen. It's a Lomu. I forget where he's from.
whatever the
Yeah.
next highest lineman prospect is. That's who the Chiefs are going to take. 10th pick. Giants probably pick a receiver, but I think the Giants, they just need to draft somebody. Giants just need to draft somebody, and then they'll be good. So Giants need a whole lot right now. As long as they don't pick a running back, I think the Giants have made a good pick.
Well, it's hard to mess it up.
Yeah.
You got 2 top 10 picks.
Yeah.
By I guess the graces of the Cincinnati Bengals.
Yeah, that was
Give that.
Yeah.
We're gonna wrap up with that actually. What do y'all?
atrocious.
We got Brock's take on the Sunday show. Noah, what's your reaction to that move?
I don't know, man. I get the Dexter Lawrence want to leave. Like, is that
Oh yeah, he wanted.
Yeah,
to
he wanted to leave?
Yeah.
So I guess the Bengals got their replacement for Hendrickson. They gave him a lot of money for 1 year, but I mean, if you're also the Bengals, you give up a top 10 pick for somebody who you're gonna have on a year contract. You're not even sure if you're gonna extend this guy. So
Right.
I just don't understand giving up, especially seeing the season that you had last year.
Yeah.
Why are you giving up your top 10 pick
Right.
just for a temporary replacement?
Yeah.
Temporary. I'll say air quote temporary because they could re-sign him. But I mean, I don't know if they would have the money for Dexter Lawrence to even
Exactly.
re-sign him.
Yeah.
So it just seems like a boneheaded move, which is something the Bengals have been doing a lot lately. And I hate that for Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase. But
Well, it's not gonna stop what they do.
it's not. But
yeah, you
I want
wanna
them to win.
Yeah.
They could have easily kept that top 10 pick, probably given up a second
Exactly.
for him, and then taken a guy like Mansour Delane at 10, and still had Dexter Lawrence on the team.
Lord knows the Bengals need secondary
Yeah,
pieces
like,
right now, and here they are. They're not going to be able to pick
No.
one of the top prospects. Do they even have a first round pick?
No, not
No,
anymore.
Bengals
Unless
don't have a
trade
first
back
round
in,
pick.
yeah.
So who are you gonna? You're gonna go? Who are you gonna
yeah.
get?
In a draft class like this loaded,
Yeah.
I'm not giving up my top 10 pick to get Dexter Lawrence. Like I'm just
Who's coming off of not his greatest year?
yeah.
By the way,
Statistical worst year.
yeah. So Bengals, I'm not happy with that. You could have found I know Trey Hendrickson. How much they probably weren't going to give Trey Hendrickson that money.
I think
but-
they paid him less.
Who paid him?
Trey
less?
Hendricks. Didn't he get less money for that from the Ravens, or am I me? Hold on.
Either way, if you want to give Dexter Lawrence $28 million for a year, there's no reason you shouldn't have been able to figure something out with Trey Hendrickson
Yeah.
and keep your pick. That's just my take. Unless the Raven, we saw how much the Ravens offered him, but I mean, that's the whole thing. Like you letting your star edge go to your division rival is just, and not willing to offer up a higher deal than what the Ravens gave him. Something about
That's
that
disrespectful,
it just
man.
doesn't make sense to
He
me.
got 28 million, so he got the same amount that Dexter Lawrence is getting.
So you could have
Yeah.
re-signed Trey Hendrickson then. So I don't get that. I don't get that. Bengals are just
A popular
sell the
organization.
team, bro. Sell the team. No, don't sell the team. I don't know. Do what you want, but
Joe Burrow.
Jesus Christ, man.
Poor Joe. Poor Joe.
Poor Jamar and Joe.
Yeah. Poor
I'll say
Jamar.
Or
end-
everybody.
Yeah, I'll end with this. The steal of my draft, because I did a full first round mock draft,
Yeah.
was the Eagles. I have taken KC Concepcion
Yes.
because they just traded AJ
And
Brown.
the Eagles love a steal.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Howie Roseman is the best GM in football.
He
I don't
is.
think that's even
Yeah.
close.
I agree with that. I want to know where D'Angelo Pons is going to go. D'Angelo Pons was somebody I was also really high on.
I saw him in the first round, a
Yeah?
couple mock drafts. I didn't have him in there.
I think that would be another guy if the Bengals want to, find their way back into the first round somehow. That would be a guy they should go after, is D'Angelo Pons.
I would assume they have a high second rounder.
Probably so, but I don't know if D'Angelo Pons falls into the second
Yeah,
round. That's
true.
the thing. Like, if somebody takes him in the first round, then tough luck for the Bengals.
Yeah.
Now you have to you just lose on all the top prospects because you made a dumb decision.
For a guy who's probably not going to resign.
Yeah, exactly. So who knows? Who knows what happens? But good job, Bengals.
Good job. Well, there you have it. That's going to do it for us here today in the John Fisher Podcast Studio. Thank you guys for watching. I was your host once again, Jaden Smith, and today I was joined by the great Brock McMyne and the superstar Noah Saucier. We're going to close out in the sunglasses. Thanks for watching another episode of the Hodges Huddle.